Okay, I think we're ready.
Are we ready?
I think so.
I'm gonna do an intro.
Yeah, we have to do an intro now for this one.
Alrighty.
What was wrong with the intro?
Fresh can of pop.
Pop. I love. Okay, apparently in a lot of states they say pop, and in Illinois we say soda.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what? Apparently it's only in Illinois and Missouri.
What?
Is we say sucker instead of lollipop.
I know.
Apparently only we say sucker.
I thought that was just a Midwest thing. Okay, well.
No way.
Yeah. It's just straight up a Midwest thing.
Don't put your mouth on it, but like.
Get like.
Make sure your face is into it.
Yeah.
You know, use your whiskers. Okay, go ahead and intro
Okay.
it. We're done with one.
Well, welcome back. So this is the Wasteland Podcast. Joined here today. I'm Shane. Joined here with Tyler.
Hey guys, it's Tyler. You know me, you love me. Drinking some pop.
Jeremiah.
You also know and love me. Probably more than Tyler.
Probably.
And we have a guest for the first time in ever. Dakota.
Howdy. Glad to be here.
Oh, remember when we did icebreaker questions?
Yeah,
We should have got some for Dakota.
for Dakota.
Yeah.
Got any off the top of your
Yeah.
head?
Look up some icebreaker questions, please.
Like just in general.
Yeah.
Should I look up like Christian icebreaker?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Do Christian ones. Let's play What Would Jesus Do? What's a good scenario for Jesus? Not Roadhead. You're in a car. You're driving with your shoddy. She's in your passenger. She's trying to give you Roadhead, but it's a busy day.
Busier the better.
There's lots of traffic, and you don't want to get distracted and accidentally get in a car accident. However, she is offering Roadhead. What do you do?
I'm gonna say, you're gay if you don't take it.
You take the Roadhead.
You take what you can get, man. You're only I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances you can get a girl that's offering Roadhead? You take it.
That's not a like. Give me a minute to think about it kind of thing. That's like a yes or no question.
I don't care if you're on a 6-lane interstate and rush hour traffic. You're taking it.
The little trucker next to you, he keeps looking over. Like, what's your problem, dude? You never. I know you got Roadhead before, you fucking trucker.
He looks away because he sees it so much. He's like, I don't even care about
He's like, at this point, Roadhead does nothing for me now. I picked up so many hitchhikers. Would you guys?
50 icebreaker questions for a church small group.
All right, go ahead, go for it.
Okay. What is the story behind the time you went the longest without sleep?
Longest without sleep.
Probably Amazon. Honestly, I would love to talk about Amazon since we have you on here. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me find a really good
Ask
one.
me anything you want.
You can just shit all over Amazon. That'd be great.
Been there for 5 years. I know everything there is to know.
What were you doing when you first started, and then what are you doing now?
So I started because they offered quite a few more dollars an hour than my previous job.
Yeah.
I got hired there. I loved it the first 1, 2, 3 years. Been there 5 now.
Yeah.
Last couple years.
How many hours did you work at first?
40 hours a week.
All right. That's,
Overtime during the peak season, November and December.
that's not bad.
So
That's pretty good.
made pretty decent money. Been fucked over a couple times along the way with the stocks they gave me and all that, but that's a different story. The most part about, it depends what site you're at, what place you're at Amazon. As far as getting fucked over, how much you're getting overworked, but
Yeah.
as far as my building, the first 3 years was all right. We transitioned into a new building and super hard work.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier you're at XL building now.
Yep.
Where you have to.
Yep. Heavy stuff. they like to say that there's weight restrictions on things and that it takes 2 people to lift something, but they make you lift it yourself.
Oh,
No matter what it is. 200-pound generators,
Jesus.
they look away. They don't give a fuck.
God damn. Holy shit.
They lie about everything. Everything they everything's everything safety wise is they tell you not to do. If you're doing it towards their goal,
Right.
the numbers they need to hit, whatever's convenient for them, they'll let you do it.
I'm assuming just because like the stress of keeping up with like what corporate wants you to do, so they're just like, whatever, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Everybody is tied to a number. So at first, I used to think, oh man, my manager's being like super petty
Yeah.
towards their employees. Like, why are they being so crazy and all that? But really, it comes down to they're getting shit on by their boss. Like,
Yeah.
shit rolls downhill at Amazon. So, yeah, their managers have a quota they need to hit too. So, realistically, they'll do anything to get it too. I'm
And
pretty
then-
sure they do get bonuses there. I think that is confirmed.
Yeah, and then I bet you the higher ups are like, what? We don't know about that shit. We always tell them to follow the guidelines and whatever, but like if it's the only way that's going to get done is for them to break the rules.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then they get to dodge responsibility,
And-
but we all know what's really going on. Like it's encouraged basically.
How do you feel about the strikes?
The what?
The
strikes.
going on?
I didn't hear. I heard about it. Was that with the union thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any going on.
I didn't follow along, so we didn't have any of that down here. But
Yeah.
You know,
I
information.
guess you can't really talk about it because if they hear about it, you'll be fired.
yeah, realistically, yeah. I mean, they put a lot of restrictions when COVID started on team lifting, being 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
But one thing that makes no sense. So if you have we have 20-foot ladders at Amazon. Now, we're allowed to be 6 feet apart, but if there's a 20-foot ladder, I'm not allowed to team lift a ladder from one end and have someone else on the other end of a 20-foot ladder.
That's
So now you're 20 feet apart, but you can't lift that item.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So I'm thinking, what am I in the Twilight Zone here?
Hmm?
Do we have anybody thinking?
That's the one problem with like, I don't know what the correct term for this is. I always call it just like robot logic, where like the higher ups make a rule and says it has to be this way, and then you like can't use human judgment. Like a manager can't just be like, well, I think it should just be done this way, because like they don't trust the managers enough to make human judgment. Basically,
It's that corporate rule book where
Yeah.
everything's written in stone.
it's like aggressive
and
corporate
it
overlord.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just like just let people decide for themselves, make a few little human judgment calls, but
Well, they don't care. They just want to do whatever
right.
is going to get the most work done. Like they don't work in the factories. They don't know what it's like.
That's
So they're making all the rules.
That's a good point.
It's an HR
Probably
person
never-
that sits in
never-
a boardroom.
Yeah,
that came up
right.
with that rule.
They've probably never even stepped foot in one of their factories, and yet they're just looking at data numbers and be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
we got to get this number up and this number down.
So just, I'm not gonna like dox us and say where we work, but me and Shane work at a locally owned bakery where the owners work with us, and so Dakota worked there with us. Jeremiah did too. And so Dakota went from that to Amazon, which is like super like the most corporate. Literally, he was the richest man in the world. The owner was the richest man in the world.
He still is, isn't he?
No, Elon Musk passed him up.
Oh, that's right. After
Possibly due to the
divorce.
divorce. Yeah.
Which one would you prefer? A locally owned business or a corporate
Well,
powerhouse?
and you can use the pay to justify it, because I know Amazon pays.
I was gonna start with the pay.
Yeah.
Pay really doesn't come close. I mean, it can. You know, at the bakery, when I was previously working with Tyler and Shane and Jeremiah, you're making tips on top of that. And,
Yeah. That's always
It depends on the day. You get a busy day, you get more money, and it
And
pays
our
out pretty
wages,
good.
our
Yeah.
wages have gone up.
Our wages are
so-
way higher than it was. Though
Oh,
I
yeah.
know you got some raises when you worked there anyway, but yeah, our wages have gone up, which is nice.
Yeah.
Only like me, Shane, and Joey, because we're like we're like in the back. We've
Right.
been there for years, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do like the small business feel. You know, you see You got to make relationships with people that come in, whether you're in the back or not. You're still taking food out to them. You see the same people. You got to say hi. And then your bosses that you get to interact with them every day on a personal level, and you know you're helping out a small business rather than a corporation. The pay is nice, the benefits, but as far as like interaction, you don't really get to talk a whole lot besides talking about work at Amazon. Anytime you're seen talking to somebody, or within seconds, you're usually caught, told to get back to work. It's really that bad. I mean,
would you say it's worth it for the pay?
It depends. Like I said before, it depends on the site you're at. Like, there are certain positions at Amazon. It depends. When you get hired in, your job, basically, you staying there depends on what job you get. There are certain positions in there that can't hold employees, that people come in, walk out. They have the worst turnover rate ever. I mean, we get people that come in and leave on their first night. It's not for them. Shit. And lately, that we haven't kept anybody. So
that sucks.
Yeah, I'd say I do prefer the being personal with the working at the bakery. And
I think most people would probably be like, yeah, if a small business paid like a big corporation did, it would probably be the best of both worlds.
So there's just no way for that to sync up.
Yeah, I mean, they have billionaires backing Amazon, so like, and also there's
even then they
have the tax breaks, they have like the stock market, whatever, like all the investors and all that, like, yeah, and then they still only pay you like, whatever, like they can afford to pay you so much more, but they choose to pay the least amount they can to keep people there, which is like, I'm not exactly hating on that, because they're still paying way higher than minimum wage, and they offer health insurance. However, other countries, you don't need fucking health insurance. You just go to the doctor. Like, and also other countries, it's like you legally have to get so many days off work. You get sick leave. You get like, if you have a kid, you get off for that, and that's all paid for. Even if you're a man, you get paid off for that.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, yeah, the benefits are great, but only because we live in America. Like, if we lived in another country, you wouldn't need the benefits, basically.
I need to make one more thing clear.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've talked to that knows I work at Amazon, the first thing they say is, "Oh, Amazon pays for your school, right?" They're always I always see them advertising. They pay. Amazon pays your tuition. I want you to listen closely. Amazon is lying out of their ass. So here's what I'll say. This is the exact rules and stipulations on Amazon paying for your tuition. They'll either pay 95% of your tuition or up to $3,000. So if most colleges cost over $3,000 a year.
$3,000 a year isn't even like a semester.
Yeah, that's
so
nothing.
yeah. So unless you're going to a community college,
exactly.
they're only paying a tiny chunk.
If you go to SWIC, it's probably fine, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Here's the next part. Well, to get that $3,000, you have to work 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
Now I'm on night shift Sunday through Wednesday.
Yeah, 40 hours plus college.
So
that's bullshit.
If you work, then you can get half of that. So if you're not working 40 hours a week, the only other thing they'll pay you is $1,500. So half of that if you're working 30 hours or more. So even with 30 hours or more, that's still a lot depending on what schedule you have there.
It's still a lot of hours. Yeah.
And
going to school,
especially with school,
I went to school and worked, and I took like 3 classes and worked, and I worked like 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I was a bitch about it. I don't know how so many people do it. So many people say they do it. I don't know fucking how. They have no life, I guess.
There's a list of careers that they choose from as well. So they look at job output ratings, what jobs are growing. So they pick from a list. Which ones you can choose from that they pay for. Well, I'm going to school to be an X-ray tech, so radiology. They don't even offer any school. They don't offer to pay anything for that field. Oh, so right there, so you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna get hired. I'm gonna get hired at Amazon. Single mom. I need to get back into school. I'm gonna go. Maybe this will work out for me.
They probably only care if it's like a business degree.
Right. It's like, oh, well, they do have a nursing category.
They do.
So listen to this. We live near St. Louis, but we're in Illinois.
Yeah.
And so if you're lucky enough to have your job category on there, you're working 40 hours a week, you can find a schedule that works for you. Now you're looking at, what school am I going to go to? Well, after say you're going for nursing, you choose a nursing category. Oh, now they're choosing your school that you have to go to.
God damn it.
So when I looked at the nursing categories, the closest school from here was at least 3 hours away, and most of them were up in Chicago. So if I wanted to go for nursing, I would have to move across the state, or at least 3 hours away, to be able to even make it work. So, when I kind of get mad, people come up, everybody's misinformed.
Yeah. And this is why when people are like, I don't know what to say here.
So my answer when people ask me, does Amazon pay for your schooling? I say, fuck no.
Yeah.
They pay for what they want to pay for.
They have ways of saying, it's Amazon. We're talking about literally the most profitable business in America. They have a way of saying things that makes it so they can get away with anything pretty much. So yeah, it's like, if we offer this, then we can say we do this and this.
Exactly.
What happens is then people get hooked in, and if the pay is nice, they're gonna stay. But there's a bunch of things promised that just kind of go away. You had stocks? I don't think they offer that anymore, right? They don't offer stocks
or the monthly bonus.
Did something fucked up happen with your stocks too, or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you want me to explain it? I can go the short route.
You can try to do the short route.
Okay.
We can. I love this. I love shit on Amazon, but we can move on after.
Yeah, short route. I got three stocks when I got hired the first year.
Amazon's really high right now.
Yeah. So I got 3 stocks the first year.
Stocks are worth a lot.
Their stock price started shooting up whenever I got hired in 2016. It was around $800 First year I got 3 stocks. Second year I got 2 stocks, and then the last year I got 1 stock before they transitioned over to the $15 minimum wage.
Yeah, so they promised everyone that they would get 15 hours now, because that's what
So the stocks vested in 2 years from the time they gave them to you, so you had to work there 2 years after they're vested. So
yeah,
my first 3 I cashed out, and the stock price was around right at $998 when I cashed out. I got about it. Actually, no, wait. It was at $19.98, so $2,000 a piece. Got about $3,300 after the taxes they'd taken out.
That's good.
So the last 3 that were left over, whenever I was in school, I was on a school accommodation, working 20 to 25 hours a week, I remember. That was when they allowed you to work less than 30. No one told me, apparently in the terms and conditions on page 220, section C, it says if you are not full-time, your stocks are deleted from your account. And I was never told that,
They told you about the school program.
Yeah.
They neglected to tell you that you would lose your stocks.
In the most technical of terms, it's my fault because I signed the terms and conditions on Morgan Stanley.
I remember that happening. We all worked together whenever that happened.
And today those stocks would be worth around $9,000, maybe $9,500.
It's $3,200 a share. Right?
So let's just say 10 grand. I lost 10 grand because Amazon screwed me over. And when I called their hotline and talked to about 5 representatives, the last guy told me, and I'll never forget, think of it as you got fired. You can never get those stocks back. And from then on, I'm like, man, I have zero respect.
Except you didn't get fired. You put in hours. You worked there.
They approved my school accommodation.
They fucked you, basically.
And no one told me, No one even told me my stocks were deleted from the account. I found that out just by looking in my my Stock Connect account.
And the thing is, if the person who neglected to tell you just didn't realize it, because I would assume they have your best interest or something. It's like you can't even be like, but they didn't tell me or something, because there's we don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, they don't care.
Okay, we gotta talk about it. What? Do you have to pee and shit in bottles?
No.
No, my site's not that bad, but
there were people who reported that. Yeah. Some people have to. They don't get any breaks and they have to piss in bottles.
Honestly, okay. So at my site, when you need to go to the bathroom or any time you need to do something other than work, they give you a little sheet. It's a time off task sheet. You just write down what you're doing in that time you're not working, and it gets covered. It's not.
Yeah.
Now you run into problems when you don't write stuff down on that sheet, because if they come back the next day and say, "Hey, yesterday you had a total of 2 hours of time off task. What were you doing from 11 to 11:30?" You're like, "I don't remember. That was yesterday. I was just working." Well, if you didn't write it down and you don't remember, well, you're already at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And anything 30 minutes and over is a write-up. Yeah. Anything over an hour is a step 2, which is final written. And if you get an hour and a half of time off task within a 10-hour shift, it's an instant termination. So you don't write it down, whatever. Yeah. So I think most sites are transferring or starting to give those time off task sheets depending on what position.
And the one you work at, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna dox us. I mean, we say on the podcast all the time. We live in Illinois and we're near St. Louis. We say it all the time. But I'll just say that like you were at a location that was like you said 5 years ago when you started working. You started working there right now.
I said 5. I meant 4.5. Yeah, it was September 2016. Yeah, right when my building opened. Yeah.
Right. So you're at a more relatively newer place. So hopefully they experimented with you guys and learned from it or something. Yeah. Yes. Jared answers yes. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's just funny. My little brother worked at Amazon too. He literally started the same place you did right when it started, but I think he lasted only like a year. He once he cashed out his stocks, he just bailed, and he's been working at the pharmacy place, it's like right by me. What's it called?
Ashman's.
Walgreens. He does like the same.
You couldn't think of Walgreens?
I was asking. I said the pharmacy place. Listen. I'm trying to explain the story.
Walgreens isn't just a pharmacy, though.
But he does like the he basically does the same thing. He does warehouse work. He's not working he's not fucking like cashier.
Oh, you work. I know someone at Amazon that also works at a Walgreens warehouse. So
yeah,
probably the same place.
But that's the thing. Apparently, it was like, oh, you worked at Amazon. Okay, it's similar. And then he just moved right on it. Now he's like, he makes pretty good money now because now he's like manager of whatever, blah blah blah. So he's worked his way up from there.
My dad worked at Walgreens once.
Yeah.
As a nurse practitioner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He said it was like really shitty.
Yeah.
So he left. Now he works at hospitals.
All that shit sounds.
What hospital?
I wouldn't want to work in a warehouse.
Okay.
Personally, I just wouldn't want to work at a warehouse or a factory. But a lot of my friends who work in those places make more than me. So am I the fucking idiot? Possibly.
I'm content with my job. I like it there. I like the people. I like the work.
Well, and it's interesting because, like, just being happy at work matters a lot more to people than the money.
So long as you have enough money to survive.
Right, but you need to be making enough. We live in Illinois where minimum wage is going up every year. My plan was never to rely on that, though. My plan was always like, I might find a better thing that offers more than minimum wage. But eventually, I don't know. I feel like pay is just going to go up as minimum wage goes up. I feel like it's just the way the economy works. It's going to get stimulated from everyone making more money and then buying more things. So, yeah, and then it's going to stimulate me when I'm making some money and I'm finally impressing girls with my money for once in my goddamn life.
Oh yeah.
He's going to the strip club, like.
I already could because we get so many ones off in this tips.
That's true, yeah.
I'm not using them. They're just sitting there. I need to just go to a strip club.
Have you guys ever been to a strip club?
I've never been.
And I
have been.
I hated it. I didn't get.
I've either been once or twice, and I was with my girlfriend. So
yeah, if you go with your girlfriend, it's probably a lot different.
With a group of people. So I did not know at a strip club that they were allowed to take off their bottoms. Yeah. Now the stipulation around how they get around that rule is they're not legally allowed to take their thong off and put it on the ground.
Yeah.
So the stipulation around that, they just tie it around their ankle.
You see push.
So they still have it on their body,
If you like seeing fucking vagina, but they don't like spread.
Not all of them do it, but I did have one. I did have one open her legs up while
okay, never mind.
she got on her back and literally opened her legs up, and I was like, oh my god. But that's what makes the money. When the girls do that at the strip clubs, you see a lot more guys walking up with money.
Oh yeah, of course.
They show more, you give more.
It's the same thing as Amazon. Literally, they're gonna break the rules to make more money.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a strip club. But those girls.
And then when they get called out on it, they just act like they didn't know.
The difference is between the strip club. Well, I think strippers have to pay probably like a percentage of what they make. Probably.
I think they do pay per their act.
Yeah, they probably pay a percentage, but they're probably walking out with a lot more money than an Amazon worker. Let's be real. So that's the difference. They get to choose to break the rules if they want to. So really, yeah. So Dakota, you have less rights than like a stripper. Is what I'm saying. But
I think we all have less
we
rights
all
than
know
strippers.
The quote is like, all of us are whores because we all sell our bodies to make labor. Like we all sell our bodies to make money. We're all whores here.
Good point.
So basically, let's all start OnlyFans. And let's just fucking spread our butt cheeks and let's just fucking get it.
Yeah.
Let's get this bread.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
I've never been to a strip club, but I kind of want to go.
Are you? You can go at 18, right? You just can't buy beer.
I think tonight's the night.
Let's go.
Going down to Sauget.
I really don't want to go.
I don't either.
When I was in San Francisco,
I'm going to San Fran.
Not with Joey.
Oh yeah.
Not with Joey, but when I went there with two other people, I'll tell you guys after. I guess we were like really fucking drunk, and we just kept walking, and we go, let's go this way, and we're like downtown. And we went to this area that was just all strip clubs. Just all fucking strip clubs. And we just got like pizza by the slice. And we had a bunch of... We went walking around with pizza and beer. We were having a good time. And then we were walking up to the door of the strip club. And then we all stopped and looked at each other. And like one of us is married. One of us is my boss who had a girlfriend at the time. And then I actually had a girl at the time too. And we all looked at each other like, nah, we're not doing this shit. Especially not with each other. Fuck this shit. And then we all three looked like at the same time. We're like, we're not going in here. And then we just turned around and bought more beer and got even drunk.
That's funny.
It was just I'll just never forget because we all looked at the same time. We're all like, no, we're going in. But we're all like, no. And then it's like, no, we're all chickens. We're not going in. We're not going to strip club together.
Good choice, man. Someone would have found out. Walking out with that scent on you.
Well, it just
the booby scent.
We all three fell asleep in the Uber back, and then I took a shower and fell asleep in the shower.
Goddamn.
We were drunk shit. It was too late, and we had to go to bread school in the morning.
Oh man,
we were partying.
Yeah, I'm going to San Fran soon. A couple weeks.
That's what I heard.
Fun. You're gonna have fun.
You heard that already?
Yeah.
Yo, I think I told them probably.
No.
Who told you?
The boss lady.
Boss lady.
Yeah, well.
Me and Dakota were drinking on my birthday, so when I'm drinking, information slips. That's just what happens. Don't come.
Tyler gets loose when he drinks.
Yeah, I open up more. I'm more reserved.
Real loose.
You guys all know I'm like a reserved guy, and when I drink, I'm like way more opened up.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
You know that when women are horny, their vaginas open up more.
Let's talk about
Let's
sex.
talk about pussy. Their vaginas open up more.
Are we talking about strip clubs?
Yeah, we're talking about strip clubs. We talk about seeing pussy.
That's a clean transition.
That's a clean transition. Everything was perfect. We went from Amazons to strippers have more rights than Amazon workers. Now we're talking about vagina. But I was just joking.
I would like to go to a strip club just to see it.
I know, but it's depressing.
Yeah, it was definitely experience. Like it was eye opening. It was.
It's depressing though, for real.
I went during COVID restrictions, which they're wearing masks. I kind of.
So you couldn't get a lap dance?
I want a little bit more personal. I was with my girlfriend. But
tell the stripper all your problems and shit.
Yeah.
Talk about your dad and stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about what's something that's like typical for guys to talk about strippers.
Sorry, I'm gonna make you feel bad, but I don't have a dad, Tyler.
I know that's why. Okay,
that's why you said it.
No. I said it, and then right after I said it, I was like, oh wait, never mind. Whoops.
All right, I'll laugh at that one.
It's okay. You can tell strippers.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, I just want to go for the experience.
It would be
and
better.
see some titties.
It'd be way better to go with a girlfriend.
You know what?
Who could like join in on you?
So
Not
I
if I could
actually,
grow or something.
you know what you see in the movies?
I don't know. I feel like a group of guys would be fun.
Yeah, definitely would.
As long as one of the guys doesn't make it go too far. Like if we're all just like loosely enjoying tits,
Right.
but if one guy's like starts taking it too far, then I'm gonna be like, all right, stop.
All right,
It's
so
like-
when are we going?
Yeah. Hey, set up the date and time.
Possibly.
You know what?
weekend,
The
Hey,
four of us.
what you see
Maybe
in the
on
movies?
Joey's 23rd birthday. Look at the strip.
We
I don't
get
know.
Joey to go.
I don't know what
Joey-
happened. Joey, I don't know what the fuck would even happen.
I don't think Joey would go.
No.
Joey would go.
He's really. I don't know. He's
He
close.
would. He wouldn't spend money.
Joey's really close
No,
to
he
like
wouldn't, no.
like the two most important people in his life are like women. I don't know if he'd want to degrade women that harshly.
I think I agree with Dakota. He wouldn't spend money, but he'd go along.
Hey, they're setting themselves up to be degraded. They love it. They're making
Like,
money.
dude, if you give them money, then
They're
I'll
gonna
look at
degrade
it.
themselves as much as they can to
go.
make more money.
I don't know.
Let's go on this Saturday.
But I always had an idea of what a strip club would be, and it wasn't too far. The one I went to wasn't too far off. You see in the movies, you know, like grade A women, man. I mean, like
Well, yeah, in the movie,
just
yeah.
perfect. But you know, when I've talked before, I went to one for the first time. I was talking to a few buddies, and they were like saying that you know they went, they're just fat, ugly girls, just like saggy titties and all this. And I was like, damn, man, that doesn't even sound exciting. You know, the one I went down to, it honestly,
The girls
all of them were at least a C, and that's
well, so
at least.
Well, where'd you go? Because let's go there.
the girls
I don't even remember the name of the
There's
place. To
girls
be
on
honest.
TikTok who are strippers, and they always tell funny stories. They'll start telling a story, and I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? And then she's like, at the very end, she reveals she's a stripper, and I'm like, this makes so much sense. They're always really fucking hot, so I don't know. I don't know if it's
I
not.
mean, but on TikTok, you're only seeing the hot ones get all the likes.
You're right.
And then
You're right.
on the front
So-
page. There's got to be some, like, fat, ugly, saggy titty
Well, yeah.
stripper telling her
I'm not-
stories and no one wants to hear them.
I'm not actually.
First of all, I'm hating on saggy tits. First of all, I'm throwing that out there. I'm not a body shamer. Okay.
Oh no, you know, I'm just you know.
First
a
of all,
man likes what he likes. You know, we all got preferences.
Don't
That's
be,
fine.
what is
Fair.
it called? Don't be kink shaming over
That's
here,
not a
Tyler.
kink.
What?
But it's
I
fine.
got,
I know Dakota. I know what he's saying. I
You
do
know, a little
clear-
saggy, you can slap him around a little more.
I don't exactly have super high expectations for a strip club. Like,
Right. Don't. Yeah. Just
Like I already know it's gonna be
Well,
like
the thing is-
C-section scars. And
no one here is going to be like, wow, wait. Like, I know no one here is going to be like super entranced by it all. Like, I know we're all just going to be like, yep.
Those are
You know, every
But
single
that's why it's awkward. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, yep.
every
There
single
she is.
stripper there when I went
I
at
know.
least took their top off. But I'm not I'm not the 100% truth. The cutest, one of the cutest girls I've ever seen, and this is no joke. She looked like someone you just see in school or something. Just like just the average girl. So cute, man. Yeah, that was the only girl that didn't take any clothing off her or nothing. She was real shy, and she must have been new, but she didn't take nothing off. And I'm like, damn, man, the cutest girl. I didn't even get to see her body.
You got to pay for it, bro.
No, there was money. There was money thrown, but you know, she
I got
didn't
one.
mean it.
I got one point I want to say, and then I'm going to ask you a question. But
Okay, well we should actually go.
Shane, don't your parents listen to this shit?
I don't know. My dad asked me the other day if I've ever been in a strip club.
Oh, I guess we're going with
And
your
he
dad.
was like, what?
I guess me, you, your dad, Dakota, Jeremy.
Well, he had never been to one. He was like, I've never been. I don't really see the point. I was like, yeah, I've never been either, but I kind of want to go just for the experience. He was like, yeah, all right.
Maybe you should do that with him, the father.
No, I'm not going to a strip club with my fucking dad.
You give your dad knuckles under the table.
Yeah, you're sitting next to your dad. You both have booty in your face. Those girls are both giving you lap dances at the same time.
Booty and boners, dude.
That's the thing, though. When you go with your dude friends, it's like
You guys can hold hands while
No,
you're
it's
doing a
but
lap
that's the
dance.
thing. Don't you think? Okay, what do you think about this concept? This is not what I was going to ask, but what do you think about this concept of like you're getting? It's like when dudes watch porn together. It's like you're getting horny with your bros, and it's like you get to bond with them. It's kind of intimate. It's not that far off.
I didn't know dudes watch porn together.
You've never done that? I've done that.
Yeah, I've done it.
I've definitely never done that. That's
Like, not with your dick out, right?
No.
You're not jerking it.
You're just
It's like the same as a strip club. You just put on porn and you're like, damn, she's hot.
You're just like, you're just like you put on your top hats, your monocles, get some wine, get a cigar with your buds, and you're like, yes, I like this. I like the view. I like when she bends over with nothing on. I like the asshole.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I just never done
You've never
that.
done that? That's
No.
wow.
It gets
It's kind of
awkward.
hard-
Your
kind of hard
friend,
thing
you
to
get,
ask.
you get the one friend. Now I was in high school when this happened, but you get the one friend who's like, he types in like teen braces, and you're like, whoa, dude,
Oh my
Dude.
gosh.
chill, dude. Or you get the one friend who puts, he's like, all right, let me put this on, and it's a girl peeing on a guy, and then he pees on her. And I was like, look at him. He goes, I'm not into this. I just think it's funny. I wanted you guys.
All right, yeah.
And then it's like,
just sitting there with a pillow in his lap.
Yeah.
It's just funny. Like,
Boing.
But that's the thing. Like, you will get hard because you're watching like hot ass chicks fucking people.
You're watching porn.
Yeah, and you're like, hell yeah. But then you're like, wait, I don't
Oh,
want
my bros are, yeah.
I don't want my bro. Like, this is not. These are two. It's like you have your work friends and like your crazy friends. You don't want to mix that shit. This is the same thing. You got your porn friends, the people you know on the screen, the people you always watch. You leave a comment in the video, and you're like, "Great tits today," and you don't want to interact. You don't want to bring your bros into that. Am I right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's weird.
You're right.
But they do it. Bros do it all the time.
I wouldn't like show my friends my favorite porn because
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to watch
This
it.
one's my actual favorite.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's top secret, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you clear your history, man.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Incognito.
Yeah.
Incognito mode, bro.
But like, actually, like a month or two ago, all the guys. It was during Christmas, and like all my friends were back in town,
Yeah.
so we all hung out and got really fucking drunk. Yeah. But at the end of the night, we were all fucking like almost fucking gone.
Yeah.
Like a friend was in the bathroom throwing up, and we're like, "Let's watch porn." I hardly remember it.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
When you're my friend, that's when I'm like, all right, let's watch scary videos. And then it's like 3 a.m. and they're like, what the fuck?
I wasn't the one who suggested it. It was like someone else. He didn't even say anything.
Okay,
He just
but-
put on porn, and I was like,
Okay, but listen, when we watch movies with Shane, he always like goes, I want to see titties. And then whenever tits come on screen, he goes, yes.
Hey,
Every
blame
fucking
him.
dude, yeah, I mean,
I love
titties are
seeing
titties.
movies, dude.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Shane don't care. He's ready to see some naked women. He's ready to watch
Any time of the
porn.
day.
Yeah, so if you show porn, Shane's gonna watch it. So
Matter of fact, dude.
no, hey. Yeah,
Let's go.
we're not watching porn. We're not going to strip club.
We gotta go to the strip club.
Maybe someday, but only because
Oh.
I'll go with you because I'll see your growth as a human being. But I'm not
Okay, let's
gonna.
go.
I'm not just gonna go by myself. I'm not gonna go with other people just because it's like there's no point. So.
Why not with like all of us?
Yeah, I'll go with everyone.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but I'll go with you. But
Okay.
I'm just gonna go. Now, what did you learn today?
I think we all gotta walk in and at the same time go like, "Auga!"
Let's go and let's harass everyone. Let's all go.
Pull the shades down your nose.
Yeah, wear sunglasses.
I think I see a pair of titties up there.
Let's all do the thing where we all let's all take the sunglasses down at the same time and look at each other in the eyes and go jackpot, and then put them back.
You gotta wear fedoras too.
I'll wear it. And when I put money in the girl's G-string, I'll take it off and go, "Milady," and put it back on.
You just gotta tip it.
And I have a tip for you. And I tip my hat, and then she just like fucking spits her beard.
You know, I did feel out of place at the strip club though, because I could tell the strippers knew there's a table of regulars out in front, and she knew them, so she kind of gave them the attention, the eye contact, all that to them.
You're like, what the fuck?
And then when they
I work at Amazon.
They don't care about that.
you know, I always thought you could put money in their
Yeah.
G. I don't think they. Most do wear the bottoms. There was like probably 2 out of 6 of them that I saw that.
I would have put a $1 bill right up some girl's pussy.
Most of them just throw it on the stage. But in between their acts, or whatever you call it, in between their acts, they're just sitting down talking to these people that just gave them money and smoking blunts with them. And It's just weird to see that.
No, that's I believe. Yeah, because people are always getting high in strip clubs. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was there during COVID restrictions, so I had to sit. There was no more seating inside, so I was outside by the hoop where they swing on.
Oh.
So even like some of the new girls didn't really know how to do it.
Okay, so my question for you before I talk about my other point I want to talk about.
Wait, you got thrown out of a strip club?
No. So we walked through the inside of it, and they told us they were at max capacity, which is 50 people inside. So we had to sit on the outside patio where they had that.
How did you feel, like with your girlfriend watching other girls? Like, were you like worried she could be upset?
I looked over. I asked her. She didn't care at all.
Yeah.
She was kind of like.
Did you get it? Now, did you pop a boner and did she witness it and did she go, oh, okay?
I think I might have got a little hard, but she didn't see it. I mean, I probably had jeans on, a little discreet boxer briefs.
Like a semi is what they call it.
Yeah, it was going right down the thigh.
Where were you on the night of December 22nd? Did you have a boner, yes or no?
I'd probably say yes.
Obviously, yes. When do you not have a boner? I have a boner right now in this courtroom.
It's like Dennis.
You see that girl? You see the juror over there?
Dennis from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
He's like, I can get hard and flash knock you, man. Looks hard. Flash hard.
Good trick to stop getting hard is to squeeze your butt cheeks. You ever know that?
Or your calves.
Yeah.
No, I've never had that problem where like.
Blood go.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys have issues where you like didn't want to be hard or something?
Just like in
high
school
school,
or whatever,
like in high school when I was maybe a college setting, like when the bell rings and you got to get up and you're like hard for no reason.
Yeah, I mean that always happens, but
I just used to pull my shorts down to where like the waistband was like the
pull it
bottom.
out?
Yeah,
the waistband.
You just whip out your cock.
I heard of people like most guys would say they would pull it.
Put up your waistband, right?
Yeah, most guys would say they put it up, but like
and then if
mine doesn't really work.
They see the
I don't know. Mine doesn't work that way. Like most of the times, like something that would hurt like hell pulling it up that way.
Yeah. Well, when you're really fucking hard, you're not pulling it up nowhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's saying how it is.
Yeah, there's two hards.
Yeah, there's more,
rock hard and
there's levels of hardness. So
usually there.
Yeah, usually I'm not like that fucking fully torqued at school though. Like normally at school I'm like just kind of there. I'm not like, I mean, something you just start thinking about shit and then it makes it worse because you're like kind of hard and you're like, oh well.
I'll be hot for teacher.
No, dude, that's never happened to me before in my life.
One of the most embarrassing times in my life, I went to Monster Jam, and I was 12 years old.
Okay.
I hadn't had, like, my parents were real conservative, hadn't had the talk or anything like that yet. And we took the Amtrak back to Illinois, and the girls that I don't know what they're called, but the ones that carry the signs around, they're all wearing like basically nothing.
Yeah.
Got on the train with us to go over to the casino or whatever. And my little 12-year-old self popped a massive boner in a completely packed train where probably 24 people just like saw me and I bumped into a bunch of people like just no option. Like
no.
It's the most embarrassed I've ever been in my whole life. It changed my life. Like
Oh my god.
like nothing phases me after that. It's like, man, I'm not hard on a train completely packed right now, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, public humiliation is like
it changes you.
It's harsh. Yeah, it changes the way you think about it. It makes you more aware of like your flaws pretty much too. Though you're talking about like a very involuntary thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I had people laughing at me.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, it was
that noticeable?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was wearing like probably some tighter like pants.
You
or whatever.
just wear jeans and boxer briefs every fucking day. And
I didn't wear. I think I was wearing basketball shorts, and I didn't wear basketball shorts again until I was
that's
20 years old.
You learned.
Yeah.
You learned. Yeah, because now when you're 20, you're not.
I know the calf trick or the butt cheek trick where you got flex.
That doesn't always work, man.
I'm just saying, like now, once you get past puberty, you're not like popping boners as much.
Right? Yeah.
You get less boners.
Yeah. I have noticed
less
that.
boner action.
It's nice, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel more like a normal person again. You don't feel like a fucking animal.
You don't feel like a predator.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
when a girl walks by and you're just like, hey,
hey lady.
Yeah.
Now you're like, you treat them the right way.
It's true.
Yeah. All right. We can transition now. Wait, no, I was gonna say one more thing. Do you ever think about like how many attractive girls are in porn and do OnlyFans? There's so fucking many. There's like an unfathomable amount of people who do
That do both?
who do porn or OnlyFans. That just
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
or
yeah.
strippers. There's so many women who do sex work. It's like it's everyone. It's like so many people. But like you don't know that many. And I mean like you might know them and what if they do it secretly? They probably don't. But there's so many people who do it. It's fucking crazy. I don't know. That was my mind.
I know.
So it's a weird thing to think about.
I think, you know, the random girls, you know, I always revert back to high school, but you know, like the girls you knew from high school, and you're like,
100%.
man,
Most of the girls who do OnlyFans now, but you just don't keep up with them, so you don't.
right.
Yeah.
And I would say that the most money they make is probably the first month they start, because everybody that wants to see them, it's a subscription for a month.
Yeah, but I don't think they tell people that know them.
Right. So
Like,
they probably.
so it's all anonymous. So like no one the people who really want to see them naked will probably never even get to see it. Even if they pay top dollar, they probably still don't even see it. And I know on Chatterbait, because my friend does it, my male friend does it.
What do you mean see them naked? They post naked pictures on OnlyFans all the time.
No, I know, but like you have to, but they have to give that out. So they probably have
to like advertise themselves.
So they have probably another Twitter that's not.
Oh yeah, because
But it doesn't
OnlyFans.
have their friend.
I still don't think OnlyFans has a feature where you can search their username. They have to actually send that link out.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I know like Instagram and TikTok block it. They don't let you advertise OnlyFans there. It's hard out there. Everyone is like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a sex worker. I'm gonna make so much money." Everyone jokes about it. There's a great thing I saw on Twitter. It's like podcast boyfriend and OnlyFans girlfriend, because like all guys are like, we're gonna start podcasts, and then all girls are like, oh, what if I did OnlyFans? I'd make so much money. And it's like, no, but for real, both suck. Like both for real, you don't make money.
No, like
You don't make money.
we've made
unless you're like a fucking
negative
goddamn
money on this
icon.
podcast.
Yeah, no, we've only spent money. You know. Luckily, we just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just fun, but like
Exactly.
we didn't get into it for the money, which is
Exactly.
good. So we didn't make any.
So if you're a girl, you better just like showing your goddamn tits, because you're not going to make money unless you like just randomly happen to be one of those people who take off. It's the same thing as like being a Twitch person or a YouTube person. You're not going to take off unless you have a lot of luck on your side, pretty much. Like there is no strategy. There's no way to do it, really.
Yeah.
You got to work your hardest, and you got to follow all the proper trends, and then you just have to be lucky after that. So yeah, it's impossible. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you do enjoy certain things, you should just do it just for fun. And if you happen to make money, then good. That's what I say about that. Yeah. That's what any artist would say. And I am an artist, a podcast artist, okay?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you would want us to talk about it, but we know someone who works at the bakery.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, I know someone else who does Chatterbait, and he's straight, and he always is like, he has to talk to so many gay dudes who watch him, and he would laugh his ass off at what they say because they're like hitting on him, and he just finds it hilarious, and he'll send Snapchats of what they're saying in chat, and they'll just be like, he just sends Snapchats, he's like, I'm trying so hard not to laugh because they'll hear him laugh. Yeah. But he's just sitting there gaming with no shirt on, and he gets paid for it. But he does have to show his weenie sometimes. Yeah, if they pay him.
What is that, a live cam?
Yeah, it's like, Chatterbait's like live cam site. I don't know if you've ever been on it. But... What? Hey. Tell me. Say it.
I was asking you.
You've met him, but I don't think... These two have not met him, really. He was
No. With
Wait, what?
not that.
Oh, you're talking about... I'll tell you after.
No, he already knows.
Oh, well, never mind. You figured it out, apparently. I don't know. I can't read lips, motherfucker. I'll tell you after. We only got 10 minutes left in this video anyway.
Okay.
So, or this podcast, because some people have listened on Spotify. So think about that. You listen on Spotify. Think about that.
Spotify.
Anything about that?
Spotify.
Hey.
You're at the club. Let's say you're going to the strip club and you're with your homies. You're all hard together. Turn on the Wasteland Podcast in the car on your way there.
Hey, why not?
Get
Why not? Get yourself prepped.
Yeah.
Get hard, squeeze your butt cheeks a little bit. Hey, you never know what you'll see there. You might be surprised.
Might see us there one day. One day it'll be us four at the strip club.
Four or five pale ass white guys just looking awkward in the front row.
Yep, 4 tents pitched.
4 massive boat. I'm not gonna be awkward about it. I'm gonna have some drinks or something.
Own it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at the girls because I think it's funny. I think they'll appreciate it. I'll give them money. I'm not gonna holler at them and like not pay them. I got the arts and tips. All right, I'll pay.
You know, I was intimidated to walk up and throw some cash down on the stage. You know,
well yeah.
you stand up and everybody looks at you and they're like,
"You went during COVID time, so probably no one was doing
Let's see
that,
how
right?
much. See how much money they're throwing."
No one was doing it, right? When you went?
We were outside, so we could take the masks off.
Oh yeah, but was anyone doing it? Are they just throwing money at them?
So yeah, you know, when it's your turn to throw money, well, this is how it worked outside. I'd never been inside, but
Yeah.
you just get up and while they're dancing or doing whatever, you just throw money down at their feet. Basically, I mean, some guys would throw it at the women, but I kind of just think that's disrespectful. They don't care. It's still going in their purse after the
Right.
after their 5 minutes. I think that's how it was. It was like 5 minutes apiece.
It's good to show your version of respect to other people, though. It's not healthy to start being like, but this person I can treat differently. You want to treat everyone the same, even if they're strippers. So.
You know what would be really funny right now?
You had a boner? Please don't tell me.
No, if Tyler and Dakota kissed.
Stop.
Absolutely not.
That'd be
One
really
time,
funny.
Val. Well, so me and Jeremiah were talking about one day, and she was like, "How can I get you two to kiss each other?"
What?
And it was really weird.
I don't remember this.
She kept talking about guys kissing and how cool it is, and she was like trying to get us to kiss.
Well,
Okay.
I'd like to kiss Val.
Oh my God.
All right, Jesus Christ. No, she's not going to listen to this, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, the fact that people who know her might listen to it. Don't say that.
I'm going back to when.
What the fuck? No, but I mean, but later on, like, no, I know you're coming back to, but Val fucking walked in the back one day and it was just me and Joey, and then she said something like, "Tyler, what if you enjoy made out right now?" And I was like, "Val, that's literally harassment." Like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, you're just literally harassing me at this point.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Hey, I'm an honest man. Say what I need to say.
But some people are like, some people, they fetishize certain things, and some people fetishize boys kissing each other. So, all right, but yeah, I know you're trying to make fun of Dakota.
Yeah.
With the guys kissing. I think we talked about it on the podcast before, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about you before on here, but like only because like whenever we think about stuff you said at work, we all like laugh hysterically, and you're just not here to hear it. But like we'll just like one day we were all sitting up front. It was like me, Jeremiah, I think Joey was there too, but it was like Shane, and we were just like, remember that one time Dakota said something about fucking a bagel?
I don't remember that, and I do not vouch for that.
It was right after you got your wisdom teeth out.
You fucking said it.
And
you were looking at a bagel.
You were sitting there, and for like it was like 45 seconds straight. You just like.
Oh, I think I said because the bottom of a bagel looks like an asshole on it.
Yeah,
yes.
And we just stared at 45 seconds straight, and then you just ran your finger along the rim, and you said, "Man, that looks like something I'd like to fuck." Just out of nowhere, like.
But that's what Dakota's always done, really. He's always.
I don't know, man.
Just randomly brings things to a sexual level.
Hey.
I mean, he just did it a second ago.
Dakota and I would, whenever I started working, we'd be washing dishes, and he'd say some fuck shit, and I started laughing my ass off.
I remember that, dude. There are times we couldn't stop laughing. Those are the best times to work, though, man. You gotta get.
Shane will be like,
I remember there being a time where both of you were bent over into the sink, laughing so hard you couldn't stand up.
Customers are probably out there like, oh my god, what's going on back there? I'm waiting on my burrito.
Yeah, we're talking about fucking bagels, and then Shane's laughing so loud, and we're sitting up front. Everyone's looking at us, and I'm not stopping. I keep going. We're just trying to keep going.
Kim comes out of her office, like, what's going on?
Once again, Shane started laughing. It's impossible. He just laughs so hard. He's a heavy laugher. He's a big laugher. Got the big laughs.
Yeah.
We appreciate a big laugher around here.
Yeah, they make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. You're like, damn, I'm killing tonight.
Well, I think what sets me off was Dakota's laugh was so fucking funny. So I hear him laugh.
It changes depending on how funny things are. If it gets real funny, I have a different high pitch, a different laugh. Like, don't make me start laughing.
Well, both of you guys got contagious laughter, so one of you sets the other off. Whoever starts laughing first, the other one starts going right after.
It's so true. Oh my god, that's what sets me off the most.
When Shane does his big laugh, that's when I start laughing. But usually we say something actually.
I just remember I would just hear Dakota's laugh every once in a while and it would make me laugh harder.
Yeah. Good times. Good times at the bakery.
Coming back, though, I'm making my grand return.
Yeah.
Sixth time back?
Yeah,
I mean,
something like that.
he's come back a few times.
I need to make my...
Yeah, I would love it if we could just all four were back.
Hey, am I getting paid under the table, or am I going to get back on the old...
Oh, yeah, dude, you should try to get in on that.
The what?
Under the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
She pays cash.
I don't know how much we're supposed to talk about it, but... Yeah. Well, like, it's 7 viewers, it's fine. Say some shit.
That was honestly my favorite thing is I would get paid cash there sometimes just for, like, going to a festival or something.
Yeah.
She just hand you $50 at the end of the day for, like, standing in a tent, just handing people sandwiches. Like, it's like, that's a dream right there.
Alright, we're gonna need this dude.
Are they here?
Yeah, we got wings at the door already. I forgot about that. I forgot we ordered wings.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, and we're about at the hour.
Yeah, 57
They're not
minutes.
sitting out there.
Oh, they are?
No.
Oh, no. That's not good. Might have to be like,
Oh, yeah, they are. Never mind.
God damn it, Jeremiah.
Put them on the step.
I was gonna have to, like, because sometimes they'll give it to the wrong place and I have to, like, go back, grab it off of that porch before they fucking grab it.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Thank you. That's tea. Well, let's say, like, one last topic and then we'll end it. Like, what should we talk about? I mean, we've gone over so many things here. I mean, shit, son. I don't know. Maybe we can just end it, but...
Hey, Dakota, tell a story.
Well, let's see. What's a good story for Dakota to tell? Something wild. It's gotta be something wild.
We had talked before about seeing if he would tell losing his virginity on here. But I don't know about that.
That might be too much for this last, 10 minutes, but...
Have you guys heard it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll throw it down.
I've heard it 4 separate times.
We got any true listeners out there? You'll be rewarded.
Alright.
All right.
You can stretch this one out. It's fine. Go ahead, just
All right.
give it to us straight.
So I'm 18 years old, back in 2015, 16, whatever. Working at Kmart, and there's this girl worked at the cash register or the service desk, and it's her last day working, so we're going out to Applebee's for her last day, just a little going away party or whatever you call it. And got a few people from work. I worked with my brother there, so he went out with us. We're at Applebee's. Now, while we're eating, this girl texts my brother, who's a year older than me. He was 19 at the time. She texts him like, hey, you want to hang out afterwards? He's like, yeah, my brother drove with me, so it'll be us 3. She's like, all right, that's fine. We'll just drive around. So we're driving around. I think we're smoking a bowl. And all right, let's pick up some alcohol at the gas station. Me and my brother weren't old enough, but she was 23. And she picks up a handle or a fifth of vodka or something.
Of course. That's what they always do.
So we're just driving around, and me and my brother are drinking in the passenger back seat. And somehow, I don't know, I forgot what the conversation goes or how it went, but she brought up, my brother made a comment saying, "Oh, what if we had a threesome?"
See,
and she goes, so hey, I know, it sounds bad. She looks at him, she goes, "I'm down," and I'm a virgin. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Keep driving. And so it keeps going, and I'm like looking at him, and I'm texting him while we're in the same car just so she doesn't hear. And I'm like, dude, is she serious?
Are you freaking out at this point?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what's about to happen?
You have a panic boner?
So, all right, don't judge me. We go to the hotel. Get a hotel. She's old enough to get a room. She sneaks us through the side door. I don't know why. Yeah. We go up there and we're playing drinking games. And all of a sudden, my brother's on one bed and I'm on the other with the girl. And she knows I'm a virgin and she's planning on taking my virginity. She's like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, fuck yeah. But I'm nervous. I'm like, man, can I even get hard? I'm really fucking nervous. And we had a TV station on just playing music, and it had that, what was it? Her name Lorde?
Oh, Lorde?
Yeah, one of her songs was on I forgot which song, one of her well-known songs.
Like Royals or something like that.
Not Royals, but there's another one. Anyways, it's on, and all of a sudden I'm laying on my back with my hands behind my neck, in butterfly position, and she just gets on top of me, because after about 15 minutes, I wasn't making the first move. I was so nervous. She gets on top of me, both her knees over on the bed, and she just gets down and makes out with me. And then she starts dry humping, and then I'm like, oh man, it's about to get down. Meanwhile, my brother's on the other bed, just like,
wait,
I don't know.
So you've like kissed girls before this, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not like too far.
I done oral, just no.
Right. Yeah, that's how it is in high school. Yeah.
So then she gets up to go to the bathroom. You know, women, she's freshening up or whatever she's doing.
Spraying some Lysol down.
And I talk to my brother. I'm whispering. I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what to do. You're in the room. He's like, dude, let's just make this deal or whatever. He's like, let's just not look at each other when we're doing it, okay? So my brother is on the other bed in the same hotel room, and this girl comes back out of the bathroom and she does the same thing. She gets on top of me or whatever. We're making out, and that's when the clothes come off. I lost my virginity fucking this girl in front of my brother.
I hate that story.
And she was screaming. She made me feel so good about myself. Every girl after that, it's just like a little moan. It's like disappointment. And I think back to the first girl, she's screaming. I had to shut her up, man. Don't wake the vacationing folks up. Family time in the other room. Yeah. Man. After that was done, I left the hotel, walked to White Castle, came back, and fucked her again.
You gotta get some White Castle.
Refuel.
Cool.
So no actual threesome happened.
But didn't your brother fuck her after you were done?
Hey, come on, man! I was gonna leave that out. Yeah, he got sloppy seconds, and I came back and got the detrimental thirds.
It's fine. It is.
That's how the story goes. Hey, the best part about it, listen. This is the funny part. We fell asleep shortly after the third, or whatever, the fourth. Maybe he got her one more. I think he might have got her one more time after that. She probably she lost her voice. She's screaming so loud. Sounded like someone was getting tortured in there. Hey, we left the hotel in the morning. We didn't even stay for the continental breakfast. We we left, and she went to the closest ATM, and I had to withdraw $80 to split the bill with her. My virginity came at a cost, man.
Oh my god. Oh.
So yeah,
that's a terrific story. Detrimental thirds. I love that.
God damn it.
Hey.
I knew the big laugh was gonna come from that story at one point. Alright. Alright.
Oh man.
We got any closing statements here?
No.
Okay, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuckers.
Alright.
Call me Big Shot though.